Bike is 200 degrees. My crotch is on fire! Hey dudes and dudettes, it's Trooper Collins here with another video. Guys, this is a very special video. My good buddy Doughboy Dan has his own motorcycle now. He's not here because he's in Kansas. He had a lot of questions about riding, so I decided I want to make this an overall riding video, like a learning how to ride video, from my point of view kind of thing. That way, you know, I can answer some of his questions, show some different basic stuff, you know, for bikers. First thing, this is the clutch, lights, turn signals. I don't have them. Horn, engine start and stop switch, or the kill switch, and then ignition. So, and then this side is the front brake. This here is the gear shift. And then this here is the back brake. First thing you want to do when you're getting on the bike is you want to reach across and grab that front brake. Okay, because this is gonna, see, because I'm leaning on the bike a little bit now, because Bethany sits really low. She's been lowered. So first thing you want to do is grab that front brake to make sure the bike's not going to roll on you. You're going to swing your leg over, and then you're going to stand the bike up and then hold it up with your legs. When I am riding, I always want to keep my fingers hooked around the clutch. That way, if I do whiskey throttle it while I'm trying to, you know, give it some gas, the G-forces are gonna, you know, make me pull back the clutch. It's gonna kill the power. Always keep your fingers hooked around the clutch. That way, if that happens, and always keep fingers on the brake. So next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start the bike. We're gonna turn the electronics on. Boom, green. I'm in neutral, so I can go ahead and start it. Turn the kill switch from off to on, and then boom. So one thing I like to do every time I go to get out of neutral, I always engage the brake and the clutch. In order to shift from neutral to first, you have to engage the clutch, because if I just go bam into first, Bethany's gonna jut forward and gonna die. Most bikes, unless it's an actual racing sport bike, it is 1 down, 5 up. So 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All the rest of the gears are going to be up. So if you watch, I engage the clutch. We are in neutral. I'm engaging the clutch to shift. Boom. Now I'm in first gear. I'm no longer in neutral. And so if we watch here, as I slowly begin to release this clutch, Bethany's friction zone is pulling me forward. I release the clutch slow enough where she's not going to die, but she's going to pull me forward. We're actually going kind of fast for a friction zone. Whenever you start riding, always begin with friction zone. You know, get the, you know, it's going to help me learn to balance the bike. You know, this is going to help me ease in the clutch. You know, stuff like that. Like I could feel the clutch as I'm releasing the clutch. I'm feeling the friction zone pull me forward. You know, so she is 100% idling. I am not giving any throttle whatsoever. Okay, it is just pure friction zone. Now for braking, I'm going to engage the clutch. Okay, I see something's coming up. So say I have to stop before the pole. Oh, I gotta stop. Clutch, front brake, and then my right foot to bring the back brake in. I'm not going to, depending if I'm going super fast, and I want to apply that pretty quickly, but I don't want to just bam white knuckle it. If you white knuckle it, you could possibly do a, you know, like you'll do one of these, like, you know, and you don't want to do that. Or you could just, you don't want to do that either. Engage that clutch first to kill the power, and then start applying the brake almost immediately after. You could do clutch and then brake at the same time, but I recommend that you may have that clutch all the way pulled before you get the brake too hard, because as you start to slow down, your RPMs are going to go from like up here and they're going to come down here, and you don't want the bike to die while you're slowing down. And then after you come to your stop, you put your foot down. I recommend when you reach the stop, that's where you want to stop, I like to hold the brake with my front hand, and then I will have my right foot down and then my left foot up, because I can shift depending on what you're doing. I tend to burn my clutch a little bit. It's just a kind of a preference, because then, like, if I just let go of the clutch all the way, I could kill it while it's in gear. So I want to release it slow. Don't just like bam, like your engine's gonna be kind of moody. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Or you want the clutch or not, bro? You know, and then you're kind of throwing that throttle out of nowhere. So one thing I recommend is slowly releasing the clutch, you know, and then giving it some gas. Okay, don't do this. And when you are turning or anything like that with a bike, you want to look through the turn. You want to look through the turn. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. You want to look through the turn. You want to brake into the turn, but not in the turn. Okay. As you're approaching the turn, brake into it. But then once you're in the turn, let go of your brake and just ease into the throttle. Don't like crank the throttle, because you don't want to just, you know, do a burnout and kind of fishtail it, because then you can high side and then you got a total bike. So say I'm turning down at this light, this street light right here. I'm going, clutch. I'm braking into the turn, but in the turn, I'm gassing it, and I'm idling, then gassing it. Okay, and I'm looking through the turn. I'm looking where I want to be when I come out of the turn. I'm not watching the road, like right there, like, okay, oh, I gotta miss that right. I'm not looking at that. I'm doing that with my peripheral, so I see if there's anything in the road, but I'm looking through the turn of where I want to be when I come out of it. Look through the turn. Don't brake into the turn, but don't brake in the turn. All right, so I'm going to move out onto the street so I can show you about shifting. My bike is 200 degrees. My crotch is on fire. When it comes to shifting, at any time, you want to shift when your bike sounds like it's about to blow up. So right here, I'm in second. So I've already shifted because I got going. So as I'm going faster, my bike's going to start sounding like it's the RPMs are going to be high, and it sounds like my bike's about to blow up. I'm going to engage the clutch, shift with my left foot, go up. I'm in third, release the clutch and give it gas same time. Boom. Because that there is going to it's going to rev matching. You're going to basically give your engage the throttle to make your RPMs go up enough to match the speed that your engine's already going at. So there is a stoplight, engage that clutch, I start applying the brake, and then I'm a downshift while I got the clutch. Boom, I'm in second. I'm applying the brake with my hand and my foot. I'm easing into it. I'm not jerking the brake. And then I'm going to go back down to first. Boom. And then I'm going to idle and let the momentum carry me to a stop because I'm pure clutch. And then I'm going to shift up to neutral here so I can stretch a little bit. Alright, dudes and dudettes, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And if you're a new biker, especially my bro, Doughboy Dan, and you find this helpful, or if you have any questions, get a hold of me, okay? I'll gladly talk about it. Right? But till then, do me a favor, drive safe, be safe, and as always, look twice for bikers. We out. Deuces.